All right, welcome to live mini lesson number 15. This is the Swiss Triplet party, okay? This is Spencer Kim Lessons. I'm here to help you tackle your goals in the drums. This is a fun one just because it takes a rudiment that is somewhat simple and comfortable if you have your doubles down. And it applies it to the kit, and it is such a useful way to warm up on the kit, and it also has some real potential as being played as a fill. So I think you're going to like this one. If you are new to the Swiss Triplet, first you need to know your flams. All right, so we have right flam, right, left, right flam, right, left. It's a group of three. The cool thing about it is that if you can play it fast, it's basically like doing semi-jumbled doubles because each hand is playing a double, except it's in groups of three instead of. And then if I played my leading hand here, you could hear my left hand doing. And so on. So that's good to know. If you can play doubles, play them clean, and then start to get them kind of sloppy. And if you get just the right amount of sloppiness, you'll be playing Swiss Triplets. All right, I have some notation for you, and I have written it in an inaccurate, not formally correct. I might have some marching drum folks or whoever else who are going to roast me for not writing this correctly. The way I wrote it is, well, on the Swiss Triplet, the hand that plays the big note is the hand that leads. But when you apply flams to the kit, if you break them up between a cymbal and snare, the right hand is the one that's moving, but it's still a left flam. But I just wrote them as the right. It's not a right flam, so don't freak out. But the right is the one moving, so let me show you the notation. I have four different versions of this. The right hand leading, the left hand leading, and then we have both inversions, which instead of right, right, left, right, right, left, it becomes right, left, right, right, left. So the reason this is so important is because if I play my hands here, you can see that this one is playing 1, 3, 1. This one's playing 1, 2, 1, 2. And it's playing a downstroke followed by a tap. That's good for some things. But when you play the inverted version, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this one's doing 1, 2. This one's doing 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. So now we have downstroke, up, down, and that's much harder to do. So just know when you're learning rudiments, if you don't understand the whole value of them, just know that one of the reasons they're so helpful is because they have all these little pieces that when you put them together, just like how I was explaining, this one has this built into it, the up-down stroke. That's super helpful. And then, of course, how did both hands work together and what it sounds like, obviously. But each rudiment has its own little things that are packed into it that if you learn the rudiments, they are in your hands All that stuff is in there. So it's not like I have to sit and do an exercise of just this. Like today I need to learn how to do it up, down, up, down. That's boring. So if you learn these patterns, like I said, it's just in your hands and you've got them. So be sure to not overlook rudiments. It's so incredibly common that drummers just think they're boring, it's too formal, it's not stuff I'm actually going to use. It will benefit you like crazy, no matter how loose of a player you are, no matter how casual you play the drums. If you want to get better and have your hands be able to do more, take rudiments more seriously. It's an encouragement to you because you will thank me later. All right, here's the notation. The 4 patterns we have today. Okay, so remember, when I have those, each one that's highlighted in green is the hand that is moving to the cymbal. So I didn't put the kick in the notation, but just keep in mind for those right flams, we're doing this. They're actually left flams, but don't tell anyone. This is what number 1 looks like. All right? I know you're up there and you can't see my face, but let's move on to the next one, the inversion of that right. So we have, sorry, I blanked. Notice how that's built in. That's super cool. Because that's not super easy. But as you play it, it'll give you new ideas. So anyway, a little faster. So this one takes a little more energy because the first one, you're coming down toward the snare. But this one, you're going up to the cymbal and you're having to play quiet, then loud. That's pretty unnatural. So it's a good kind of workout. And then also apply these on the toms. And you can see that I'm still playing the kick. All right, number 3 and 4 are the left-hand lead versions. Always so fun to lead with the left, right? All right, number 3, we have that's what our leading hand is doing. And then number 4, we have all right, so those are the 4 patterns. I know there's not a ton to that, but those are a great exercise on their own. They're so helpful and so useful. And if you've never played flams around the kit as fills, they just sound nice and beefy and can give your fills a whole nother kind of element and texture to them. So, you know, if I was doing 4 E in the 1. If I made that first one a flam, 1, 2, 3, or on the cymbal. I should use our example as the fill. So let's play triplet mode since these are in groups of threes. Faster. I was doing number 2, by the way. Let me do number 1 this time. You get the idea. Left hand, same thing. And then number 4. All right. I'm going to leave you with one last thing to think about, because this is a whole nother layer of stuff you can do with this. Although these are in groups of threes, and the most straightforward way to apply these are as triplets. You can take them and group them into threes as 16ths or as 8ths. For example, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. Or let's say you're playing something faster, and you can play them as 8ths. So be sure to apply them in, duplet form, where you're playing them as 16ths or 8ths. And it always doesn't hurt. It never hurts to count quarter notes while you're playing stuff like that, just so you can really internalize the pulse as you're hearing these blatata 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 blatata, and so on. I know I sound cool when I sing drum. All right, so that's it for today. Let me know what you think of these. Have you used them before? Which one sounds the coolest? Or you can even tag me in a post if you're learning these for the first time and show me what you're practicing. I'd love to see some ideas. If you want to grow your skills on the drums this summer, I would love to help you tackle those goals. Any goals that you might have, and you can reach me through spencerkimlessons.com. And if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching these and for your time. I don't take that for granted. I'm so stoked that some people are watching these, and I hope you're getting a lot out of them, because I'm trying to find the most fun and interesting and beneficial material to share with you. So any feedback is welcome, and suggestions for topics, I totally welcome those as well. And I'll see you on the next one.